Okay, for real this time, this is it. This is gonna be it. This is gonna be it. Hey internet, welcome to the first video on my channel. Happy Pride. My name is Taylor and this is the BookTube Newbie Tag. I'm just gonna kind of jump right into it because I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but this is we're just gonna go with it. The first question is, why did you start this channel? I started this channel because BookTube is something that I've been a part of on the outskirts, like an observer, for a very long time. I watch BookTube videos all the time. I have a lot of books. Reading has played such a huge part in my life. I'm a journalism major. That's what I went to school for. So that's kind of like the beginning of it. But I work as a social media editor, and I used to do a lot of content creation, like graphics, video design, video editing, shooting, a lot of just creation, and I haven't done anything for myself for a very long time. I haven't just created content to create content and enjoy it, and so this is kind of my little creative outlet. We're in the middle of quarantine, there's not much to do, and so this is kind of my little passion project. Yeah, I hope you come along for the ride. Question 2 is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to BookTube? So I guess this will also play into kind of one of the other questions later. One of my fears is that I'm not very unique and fun. I try to be. I think that I'm also going to be doing some cooking videos. If you follow me on Twitter and even Instagram, you know that I cook a lot. And I recently started getting into sourdough, like every bored person in the world. But I have a sourdough starter. Her name is Fleur. She has a little kid named Petal. I know I sound crazy, but I'm really into cooking. This is like off topic, but I lost 50 pounds through cooking and eating healthier. So cooking is like really big in my life. So I'll probably share some cooking videos along with my BookTube videos. I also am into editing, so I'm hoping to do some fun things with editing and like graphic design with my channel. But I don't know. I hope that we can just create a really fun community here and that we all get to bond. Question 3. What are you most excited about for this new channel? I think the thing that I'm most excited about is just creating a sense of community and having like a place to go on the internet that I create and not just observe. I use a lot of social media for my job, but YouTube not really. So YouTube is kind of like my escape social media in a sense. So I'm really excited to create a community. I would love to start a book club with people, but I don't know how this is gonna go and if anybody even wants to watch my videos. So I think the most thing I'm excited for is just kind of have a passion project, like I said, a creative outlet, and to really get to know you guys. Question 4 is, why do you love reading? So growing up for the first 11 years of my life, I was an only child, and that like impacted me a lot. I didn't have a lot of people to play with. I didn't have a lot of friends, so I read a lot, like a lot. I would read probably 5 books a week, and so reading to me was really an escape. And then I got busier and more into studies and got more friends as I got older, and I kind of stopped reading as much, and that was really sad. But recently I've gotten into reading like tenfold. I've read 30 books this year, which is crazy compared to how many books I've read in the past couple years after I grew up more. But reading to me is like an escape, but it's also a way to bond as I've gotten older. Like a lot of my friends read, and I would love to have more friends who read, which is why I'm doing BookTube. I don't know, reading, there's just something special about reading and like going to a place that you have never been before, or returning to a place that feels like home if it's a series. And so that's why I love reading. I don't know, there's no feeling like it out there. It's almost like watching movies. Question 5, what book or book series got you into reading? These are the Evernight books. Evernight, Stargazer, and Hourglass. There's a 4th one too, but I don't own it. These books are I was definitely that girl who wanted to be and or date a vampire. So I read a lot of vampire books. I read the Evernights, which I showed you. I read every single one of the Vampire Academies. I read Vampire Kisses. I think there's that one series called House of Night, I think by PC Cast. I was like super into those, and then I was really young when they were out, so they kind of started getting like super sexual, and I ditched those for a while and just never went back to them. I obviously read Harry Potter's. I don't really want to talk about them because I think that J.K. Rowling has turned into a horrible person, or has been a horrible person all along, and I don't support her anymore. But those books, I grew up around the time where like Twilight came out and Hunger Games. I read both series. I was never like a die-hard for either of them. I mean, I really enjoyed them, but I wasn't like one of those people who I think like still love them and read them today. I haven't read them in years. But yeah, I was super into vampires. Vampire Academy was like my jam. I actually want to do a reread of all of them because I think it's been like 5 or 6 years since I read them. But yeah, those are kind of the books that got me into it, and I just never fallen out. Question 6 is, what questions would you ask your favorite booktuber? I don't necessarily have questions to ask you guys, but I'm going to tag 3 booktubers that I really enjoy watching, and that's Cindy with Read with Cindy, Kat from Paperback Dreams, and Noelle Gallagher. Those are 3 that like I keep going back to, and I watch all their videos. I watch a lot of people, and I watch a ton of booktubes, but those are kind of the 3 that I always go back to. I guess my question is, can I be your friend? Because I have really similar tastes and styles to all of you. I think that they're all really creative, and I just really enjoy their content. So no questions, just keep doing what you're doing, and I can't wait to hopefully interact one day. That makes me sound really sad. 7. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? So a big personal challenge for me is I suffer like a lot from imposter syndrome and also like perfectionism. I tend to think that I'm not good enough to do things on a personal level. I can execute like projects for work and feel proud of them, but when it comes to like putting my name behind it or doing something for myself, I tend to think that nobody will care or that it's not good enough, and I will obsess over it until I just don't put any content out, or I like get this crippling fear of what if I want to change it later, what if it's not good enough. So I think that's something that I'm trying to use this channel to circumvent or to get over. I'm trying to just put content out for the sake of putting content out and enjoying myself. And not everything has to be perfect. This isn't like some multi-million-dollar movie. It's just booktube, and it's just fun, and it's just something that I enjoy and I'm passionate about. So it's a challenge. I think that also, I think everybody has this fear that you're not going to be relatable, or that people are going to be mean or not like you. I don't have a ton of friends, I would say, which is kind of sad to say on the internet, or like scary to say. I have some really close friends that I love, but I don't have a lot of friends, and so I would love to make friends, and I'm scared that people aren't gonna like me. So if you've watched this far in the video, thank you. I think that's all the questions that we actually have on the booktube tag. I am planning on filming tomorrow the mid-year freakout tag, so that'll give you a little bit more information about what kind of books I like to read now and my reading habits and what I'm excited for. So I really hope to get that out soon. Again, I appreciate you watching this far. If you've watched this far, please comment and tell me your favorite book ever. One of my favorite books is the Iliad, and then I would say I'm gonna show you my favorite book this year in the mid-year book freakout. So that'll be coming. Like, comment, subscribe. I can't believe I'm saying that, but thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.